How does the GSE minimum speed fan controller works? Before installing the controller, expose the wall mount brackets. Use the screws supplied with the controller when mounting the controller to your wall. Be sure to mount the controller in a safe place, keeping it well ventilated. For safety reasons, it is strongly recommended to mount on non-flammable surface, such as brick, concrete, and never wood, plastic, cardboard, or similar. Do not place your controller in small unventilated rooms or cabinets. Improper installation will result in overheating of the controller. For an AC fan, plug your exhaust fan into the socket. For model AC/EC fans, if your controller is including an EC fan option, connect your EC fan into the bottom port. Place the sensor at the area you wish to measure. Make sure that the sensor is not directly exposed to a heat source or stream of light, in order to obtain the most precise measurement of the ambient air. Power your controller and check that the power LED light is lit up. The minimum speed controller is a phase controller for one exhaust fan. You can post two settings on two knobs, temperature and minimum speed setting. The temperature ranges from 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. The minimum speed setting from off position jumps to 20%, and is variable up to 100% speed. On the temperature setting knob you set the desired temperature, for example 24 degrees Celsius. On the second knob you set the minimum speed which should never be undercut during the regulation, for example we set this on 20%. The hysteresis is a fixed value of 2 degrees Celsius. The hysteresis is the controlling range of the fan speed. In this 2 degrees Celsius the fan speed will change from the lowest point given from the minimum speed setting to the highest point of the regulation 100% of the fan speed depending on the temperature. As long as the measured temperature on the probe is below 24 degrees Celsius, the minimum speed controller keeps your fan working on 20% speed, which comes from the minimum speed setting. When the temperature rise and exceed the 24 degrees Celsius, the fan speed starts to increase according to the temperature in the next 2 degrees Celsius. Up to 100% fan speed till 26 degrees Celsius. Now as higher the fan speed is, and more fresh and cold air is circulating in the room, the measured temperature will decrease again and the fan will slow down. We call this auto-balancing of the airflow according to the temperature. The minimum speed setting sets the desired minimum speed on the outtake fan. It is the strongest setting and always overdrives the temperature setting. If you set the minimum speed setting to off position, the fan will stop working when the measured temperature is below its set value. The minimum speed setting have a 20% infinitely startup peak to give enough power to the outtake fan to run on low speed. For an EC fan, by default, the exhaust fan is set to 0 to 10 volts signal. You can use the jumper JMP1 inside of the controller, to switch the exhaust fan, from 0 to 10 volts to PWM, pulse width modulation signal. The 10 amp controller has a built-in temperature surveillance sensor to protect from overheating. In case of overheating, the controlling range of the fan becomes fixed. While the controller is cooling down, the exhaust fan runs at maximum speed. After the internal temperature of the controller falls below 50 degrees Celsius, the controlling range returns to variable fan speed. The power LED indicates this with a fast blinking. To reset this blinking LED you have to unpower the controller. In case such an overheating happens once, you have to move the controller to a place where you obtain a better cooling.